The day of days has arrived. The grand final, the title decider, is about to come at the Valencia GP.
Es el mundo que conteste del este hasta oeste y bajo el mismo sol. Ahora nos vamos y juntos celebramos. Aquí todos estamos bajo el mismo sol.
Saca lo malo, malo, no digas paro, paro, vale la pena mi amor, la pena mi amor.
No hay fronteras, será lo que tú quieras, amor, se puede, amor.
Se puede.
Yo quiero que estés el mundo que conteste, del este hasta oeste y bajo el mismo sol. Ahora nos vamos y juntos celebramos. Aquí todos estamos bajo el mismo sol. Es el mundo que conteste del este hasta oeste y bajo el mismo sol. Ahora nos vamos y juntos celebramos. Aquí todos estamos bajo el mismo sol. Bajo el mismo sol.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The time has arrived. We are here in Spain, in Valencia, for the finale, for the last round of this summer championship. And I'm, for the 8th time in a row, not alone. Hello, Kenny. Shout out to you.
Yeah, also warm welcome from my side. We are here for the finale, for the title decider in Valencia. I'm so excited for this race tonight, and let's just enjoy this beautiful evening here.
Let's just recap a little bit of the season. It has been a roller coaster for many of the riders. For Pichu, for example, he was the man to beat in the first races. He won 3 out of the first 4, if I remember correctly. And then in the last couple of races, he made a few mistakes and he wasn't able to finish in the positions we were used to see him. But how do you think what's gonna happen today?
Yeah, but I want to say, I wouldn't say he made more mistakes in the last couple of races. It's just that the other riders got so much stronger within this championship, and in the last races we saw there was much pressure on P2, and like Sir Rock was on phenomenal ride in the last 4 races or 3 races. And yeah, my thoughts for today is that we will see a great final battle for the championship. We got 3 riders. We got Flavio, we got P2, and we got Sarok. So everyone still has a chance, and it's just amazing to see that and experience that today on this evening.
Well, there's a little special tonight as well in front of the race. We have asked some of our riders, such as P2 and Xerox, we've asked them some questions and they answered earlier on today. So, but there's also a special because the Italian, the third in the standings, Flavio, is with us tonight as well. So, a big welcome to you tonight.
Hi everyone. Thanks for this opportunity.
Wow. Well, Kenny, you can kick off with this little press conference.
Yeah, I'm looking right now for the questions. Just 1 second.
Wonderful. So, we can start in a few seconds. So, let's just begin with the questions we've asked to P2. Well, I've said it already, he's the championship leader and he was the man to beat in the first races. So, we asked him, how would you sum up your last races where he didn't finish in the on the podium or so on the top as well? So, well, he hasn't had a good last race because he wasn't able to train that hard, but he said he wants to concentrate a little bit more for this finale. Well, he has to concentrate a lot because his contenders are quite strong. Kenny, you can move on.
Yeah, and then we got the next question that was, how did you prepare for the final race of the season? And he answered that he didn't practice that much for the last races because there was not enough time for it, and he did his best as usual. And you can go on with the third question.
Exactly. We asked him as well, how do you motivate yourself to see yourself at the top? Well, and this is a quite interesting question, to be honest. And he wants always to improve in MotoGP because he loves this game. Yeah, we all do so. So, P2, you're not alone with this passion. And he loves motorcycling and especially speed. So, he's giving absolutely everything to win today. And I'm sure he will give his very best today. But Kenny, you can go on with the last question. Okay, well, there were some problems, so I will go on with the last question. So Xerok is his main rival, so we asked him, yeah, in general, how he rates his opponents. Well, Xerok is getting stronger and stronger. Wow, he won the last 3 races. And he's very fast, especially in the race where he manages to have an excellent rhythm. Yeah, well, we saw that 3 times in a row now. He's a future esport player. Well, these are quite huge words from him. And I'm sure, and Flavio is also getting better and better. This year, there are many players at the top level. It's impressive. Wow, this is pretty nice, to be honest. So this was the little interview or the question you have asked Pichu. So we were able to ask him, and these were his answers. So I will continue with you, Flavio, when you're here. So I will ask you just the next ones. Well,
yeah, I'm ready.
More or less the same questions. How would you sum up your last races or the last race in particular?
I don't know sincerely, but I can say that I dropped it a lot compared to the mid-season. I lost many points for my mistakes, but one thing: I never gave up. I never gave up. If you want an adjective, I can tell you that I've been a monkey in these last races.
Wow, okay, and this is the mentally we need for this decider. Well, and how did you prepare for this event?
Honestly, I didn't prepare too much for the last race, but I worked a lot on mentality because there I have strong shortcomings. But I can say that I have sufficiently prepared for that, for this grand final and for this race, because it's very important for the championship.
Well, I mean, there's a big prize pool you can win. I mean, today it will be decided if you win just 20 euros from our sponsor, from Geekzenergy. A little shout out to this factory. Or if you win 40 euros of Geekzenergy. Well, this is a quite amount of a prize pool. But you've just said you try to manage yourself mentally in a good way. But how do you motivate to see yourself at the top?
Yeah, it's simple. When I'm in the race, I eliminate all the things that are around me, and I focus only on one goal. In this case, the race or the qualifying. There are people who hate me, and there are people who look up to me like a god. But they can't say that I'm not a professional, because I'm one of the few people who focused a lot on this thing. I want to do this right because in the future it will become a job for me.
Okay, wow. And this is a pretty nice, or I don't know how to say it, but in general, I'm pretty. I like what you were saying, but one final question left. Where do you see yourself after the championship? Or we can ask where are or what are your goals now for the EU Pro Championship?
After the championship, I will see myself in the championship too. In the test, I'm third. It's a good result for me. And in this championship, I will try to give my best. In the coming years, the principal goals is only one: to get to MotoGP esports and win one of this championship.
Wow, okay. Mark his words. How a man from England would say now. He is absolutely ready for this one and he's ready for his future as well. Pretty much thank you for you, Flavio, for this little interview, for this little press conference.
Thank you,
So,
everybody.
good luck to you and have a great finale today. So, I am back in business and let's just continue with the standings. Have a look on them because Pichu, the leader, is still in front. The Yamaha boy absolutely dominating this championship throughout. He was never in second place till now. So, wow, let's see what he can do. Xerox is in P2. Now we have a new man sitting in P2, and we have Flavio on P3. So these are the main contenders for tonight's race. Let's continue with the team championship. Wow, it doesn't surprise that the leaders are Yamaha for sure. Both of them are on P1 and P3. Second is the Geekzenergy VMM team, which is built up from Pramac and Grisini Racing. So, and as you all know, Xerox is riding the Grisini Ducati. So, well, the top of the rider standings are also the top of the team standings. So, let's see how this continues today. Wow, the day has finally arrived. The qualifying will start about in 5 to 10 minutes, but let's just see what happens in the next few minutes. So, after a few problems, I think Kenny is back on my side. Hello?
Yeah, there was a little problem for me, but now I'm back. And yeah, what I want to say, we have also to talk about some penalties for this race today. We had a close battle and many contacts and hard racing last week. So yeah, there were some penalties, and there is one for Sky. He gets a free grid penalty and a long lap penalty for tonight's race. And then we still have uh, another rider that gets a penalty, and this will be Ty Stocks with an incident between him and Deepo Akbar, and he will also get a longer penalty. Yeah, these are the penalties for tonight's race.
Well, thank you, Kenny, for this little information. But we are already in Valencia. But let's just continue. Wow, how many? I can't remember that we had so many viewers already. A big thank you. The chat activity is so nice to see. Thank you to all of you that you're here, that you're with us to live this epic finale. But as I just said, we are already in Spain, or I was already in Spain. I will show you the track, and we'll see us once again in 2 minutes. It's finally time for the last round of the season. We are in Valencia, in Spain, for the last round of this epic championship sponsored by Geekzenergy, and I'm showing you the track here around in Valencia. We are right now on the main straight of this circuit, which is also the longest straight of this track. We're braking hard for this first corner, where it's quite important to stay on the track, to not gain too much track limit warnings. Hard braking for turn 2, which is the first really good overtaking hotspot. Here you can use the whole of the track. You can go on the inside curbs as much as you want, so use it, otherwise your lap won't be that fast. Now here, change of direction to the left hand side, and we are going a little bit sideways there, and we are now accelerating out of this corner for the back straight, but we have to brake hard here for this corner once again. It's like a little bit of a hairpin. As you can see, this is a really stop and go track, so the choice of the braking disc will be really important for this race. We are here for this corner where we have to stay a little bit, or where we have to take a little tighter line. And we're now in the final sector. We are now in turn 13, this long left-hander. We're flying towards the last corner, turn 14, where you can also use the inside curb and going as early on the gas as possible. And this was a lap here around in Valencia. I hope you have a great finale, a great title decider under the sun of Valencia. Have fun and good luck. We are back. So now you have an idea where this title will get decided today. So, Kenny, are you already ready?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait for this one. And yeah, maybe we will see a wet race today. We didn't have a wet or rainy race yet in this championship, so maybe today that would be mix everything, I think. And yeah, what is your thought for this one?
Well, I don't know where or what to say. I mean, last time out we saw something crazy. I mean, we had a Thailand front low lockout, which was completely new. I mean, the main championship contenders P2 and Flavio at this point were like, I don't know, P5 and P4 and P5, if I remember correctly. And so the qualifying will be so important today as well, because in Valencia it's a little bit tricky to overtake. There are some overtaking hotspots, like turn. Yeah, I don't know if turn 1 is a good overtaking opportunity, but turn 2 for sure. But you know, at every point you want to make an overtake, it's also a little bit risky to do an overtake. For example, the last corner, just brake a little bit later and you go wide. So I don't know if the race will or if we will see so much overtakes today, because it's so hard and the level is pretty high. So, and we are now in Spain, in Valencia. let's just see how it's continuing.
Flavio really concentrating here, focusing. He changed much in the last year. If you consider him with 21.
That's the end of the qualifying session. The positions on the starting grid are now confirmed. And as we look at the final results, it's just left for me to say goodbye for now and see you for the race.
Back to the commentary box.
Well, here we are once again. So, this qualifying was amazing. What should I say?
Oh, we got red race. We got red race. This can't be real. It's a red race. I'm just seeing it right now on my screen. It's a red race.
Interesting tonight. Wow, what a stunner. This will be the championship, or we will try to round up this championship in quite a nice way. But let's just keep in mind what happened last time out at the Thailand GP. Have fun. Who's gonna come out on top on the first match point of P2 from Joe and from Xerox as well. There are two P3.
And so is attacking. Oh, there are many riders wide. Also,
This is spotted and Flavio going wide there.
and I think
Allows Sky to move past.
rider, but now he's attacking Sporthead.
Wow,
And
it
he's
does
going-
not-
oh, he's going
so
really
wide.
wide.
And he almost touched P2, the championship leader. This was the Malaysian. Oh, Flavio with the
P2.
move against Spotted.
Now it.
Number 12. So, but
P2.
yeah, from P2 coming up into this corner of the track.
Went wide.
Is wide. He runs it hot here. And number Flavio. What's happening here in the back? This is Flavio. Oh, Joe is really late on the brakes.
Oh, outside. Be
Contact.
careful.
Come on.
Flavio. On the inside. Oh, Joe. What is
All
happening?
three Flavio and right. All three
P2.
together into this corner. Oh, Young goes wide.
Oh, be careful.
Come out there. I cannot believe what we've seen here. Wow, what a performance. What a great action.
Starfield. Right behind. Oh, Joe.
Oh, where the dive from?
Rob still has a chance for Valencia, so he too has to finish first. But Flavio crash.
Has gone down. Now out of the podium contention. Oh, stop it!
His mates are rocking right now. I mean, oh, and Joe is down. That's the front slide,
But can he fight back in the braking zone? Not yet, but Sky runs it really!
Oh, he can move in front. Oh, P2 crash!
P2 crash! No! Where's your period?
Jump on your side.
P2 is back in P2! What amazing!
And we see Flavio.
Oh, he's on the What is happening right now? Max rate, 52. Up on the inside. Offside. On the line.
Yeah,
He makes it 3 out of 3 trick, and he is within the championship by Snerok win for the 3rd time in a row. So we are back in business, and we just saw we had a few problems during the qualifying session because you were not able to hear us commentating because we went absolutely crazy, and you were not able to enjoy this battle. So we will have a little test now. To make sure that we So currently we are facing some problems, as you've just have seen. We are not, or you are not able to hear us commentating when we are in the game. So just a little bit of patience. We will be back soon for this decider. I hope you stay with us. Oh well, okay. I've heard that I will stay here with you guys, so I can talk you through a little bit. So I hope you stay with us for this finale. Just a little bit. We need a little bit more time for this event. But let's sum up this qualifying. What we've said in those last 50 minutes. Yeah, it's so crazy. We have like 7 riders within 2.5 tenths. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's like nothing. What are 2 tenths? It's nothing. And this last race will be so exciting, even with the wet conditions. Already, Desmodovi said, yeah, that we have to invite him. Well, he obviously likes rainy conditions as well as I do. So I'm hyped for this last dance here in Valencia.
Yeah.
So, Kenny, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited for this race. We saw a really close battle there in the qualifying, as you've seen, and also new faces in front as Adam. And I'm quite sad right now that he couldn't hear us because we went absolutely crazy for the last time. And yeah, that's just amazing right now. So you can continue, Kaluk.
Yeah, no problem. Well, there are also some new faces on the top there, and Flavio, championship third, is just in P7. We will have a test right now once again. Hello to everybody.
All right, it's working.
Wonderful. So we can go on with the race in just a few minutes. And wow, what do we see here? Theo just gifted a sub to GCR Dark TV. So pretty much thank you for that. For this.
Good morning from
we are back, and I just saw that we were not hearable in the last seconds, but you should hear me now. So this is the test, and you can hear me if I hear it correctly. So I hope we can continue. There will be a 2 minutes of hardcore Card of Courage break. We will be back in just a few minutes. Pichu, Xerok, or Flavio. We are in the grid for the grand finale in the wet. So, who's gonna come out on top of these three guys? Who gets crowned world champion in this battle? The start is done. Joe with a good start. And this is the run towards the first corner. Who will lead after turn 1? There are some contacts, but I don't see a single crash. Let's hope the best for turn 2. What's happening here? There are a few contacts, but we are through the first sector. That means we will go on.
Yeah, and right now Joe is in front. Serok fighting with Sky Hardif, P2 right behind him, and it's so hard right now for the riders here in the rainy conditions. So Joe stays in front, P2 already with one warning, and
There's some.
Sky Hardif and Yom crashed out.
Oh, that's so sad for the German. Joe with a mistake, and he's going sideways. So Flavio's taking
be
a little bit
careful.
of contact.
And I'm just seeing that there's no game sound right now. I don't know what's going on here. We have no game sound right now, so you just
But
right
it's
now
good
there
right
will
now.
be, yeah.
So let's just go on. It's Flavio leading in front of P2, in front of Joe. So Joe tries to attack P2 with the slipstream, and this works out in good way. Braking for the first corner. Xerok is coming as well, and Joe went a little bit wide. So there are all three championship contenders on 1, 2, and 3. So wow! What's happening right there? Xerox trying to make a move on P2. Well, what's gonna happen? Oh, they're pretty close together. But now let's concentrate on this battle. Right now, Flavio, the Italian, leads. He's doing everything he needs to do. He has to win, otherwise he won't get crowned the champion today. Right now, the title chance is for P2. He's on the curb, and he's in the gravel. Can you believe it? P2 is in the quad Flavio as well. But this would be enough. Right, if it stays like it is right now, The Rock would be champion. So, as you can see, nothing is decided just yet. Crazy show already here in the final of the VMM Championship. We have P2 currently in P2 Pro Race with the crash, sitting in P2, now back in P11. Oh, that's so sad for him. He was in a great position there. But that's racing. Xerox leading the way in front of P2, in front of Flavio. So what's gonna happen now? What a crazy opening stage of this championship final.
Of course, yeah. And Rock now with a 2-second gap to P2. Flavio is 5/10 behind him. So what is gonna happen here? Come chaos right now, and it's also about who has the best wet setup here, because this setup is really helpful, a good one in wet races. And yeah, now it's time to get into the rhythm, get the feeling in the rain here in Valencia, and try to get on the speed and close the gap to the guy in front of you. So yeah, that was just amazing. 3 first laps. And I see there is a crash from Ike and Atok Maverick.
Oh, both Caddy boys in the gravel. So once again, unluck with Joe. It's so sad for him.
Let's focus on Flavio. He's right behind P2, and if Flavio is overtaking P2, he's helping Rock for the championship.
Wow, what a crash! over, and we saw Flavio is past Zarok now. So half a second between the two leaders. Let's see how this is how this will continue. I mean, well, Flavio seems to be really strong in the wet there. Zarok, I think he's giving everything. He has to give everything. There's a championship chance riding in front of him. And half the race is almost done, but I think he has found a little bit of pace. So just don't do any mistakes. That's the key to it all for this race.
Yeah. If I would be in Serok's situation, to be honest, I would just give everything, because if I crash, it's over, okay. But if I'm not trying and not getting closer and fighting for this championship, because the championship title is riding in front of him, so I would give everything. It's the last chance, and I would, like, we are all racers, and racers want to finish first every race and also win the title for every second. And also, if you already won the title, you still want to be first. So yeah, that's a big point. But now Zarok gets into his rhythm. He is getting closer right now, and he is looking strong. Is he getting back to his performance that he had in the last 3 races? So that's the question right now. We still have 7 laps to go right now. So yeah, let's just see.
Flavio went a little bit wide in the last corner, and the gap between the two leaders are about 3/10
Zarok!
Zarok a little bit wide there, a little bit late on the break. I
Oh,
don't-
P2 on the curb!
P2 on the curb, so I mean, he can just go on. He can relax right now, P2, but he can't afford to crash. Otherwise, Yam has the chance to close up once again, and then the championship battle would get heated up once again. So let's just see what happens. This is a rainy thriller. We expected a thriller, and now we got a rainy thriller. So what's happening there? Oh, Bro Adam moves past. Sinchon went a little bit wide, but I think he can stay in front. Yes, he does. Wow.
I got to ask you right now, if I still remember right, back in when we had a race in MEC in Austin, it was almost the same. We had, I think, cloudy weather for the qualifiers, and then we had rainy race. So what would you do in this situation? And you can't imagine you're in the championship fight and the champion title is right in front of you.
Just give it everything.
Yeah,
Close
that's
your eyes and just give it a shot. If
Yeah,
it ends like Kakubanyaya last year, so
I
is
mean,
it.
I
So be it.
think that's the answer of every.
Oh, Zarok with a huge moment. So this allows.
Yeah.
He lost so much time there, but he's still in contention. Just get back into your rhythm. Pichu gets a little bit faster there in the background. So let's see what happens there. Zarok, absolutely, I think the nervousness is the key to it all. Just have it under control in this race, and you can get back up.
Yeah, and it's also a big part and really important to turn off your head, because that's all for me. Like when I crash, my head is just there's coming through so many things, and then it
Oh,
even gets-
Pichu went wide. Pichu goes straight on.
He loses so much time right now. 3-second gap, almost like 2.5 second.
And he has
But,
4 warnings. He has 4
Yeah.
warnings.
This will be hard. He just has to
Bring it over the line.
yeah, just bring it over the line and just hope that Flavio can hold the storm behind him.
So, there's the gap of 8/10, and you see Xerox is giving everything. Oh, he's braking so wide. He has gained almost 2/10 in one corner. So, if he keeps up this pace, wow, he will be back in a few corners, but I don't think so, because Flavio is just so good right now.
Yeah, and also power point is a big important point here, because you can use much more power free in rain than in dry conditions. So yeah, but we are half of the race, even more over the half. Let's just have a little break and a little ad by Geekzenergy.
3, 2, 1.
We are back with the decider, and Xerox absolutely biting, but he loses time, or he loses bit after bit to Flavio, who is so safe there in front. He's riding in a safe way, almost no mistakes from the Italian, so this will be a huge exercise now for the man from Thailand.
Yeah, but I think P2 will be so thankful for Flavio. He will. I don't know what's gonna happen after this race. If maybe there's coming a message or something like that, because he is now saving the title for P2. So yeah, that's just amazing to see right here. But Flavio also just wants to race and finish like every racer does. I think it's the answer of every racer that just wants to give it everything and finish on top, isn't it, Kaido?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are racers, we are born to give it everything till the last turn. And, well, there's a little bit of a fight coming up between Sky Hadif, and Jospoon. P2 has a long lap penalty! So, let's see what's gonna happen now. I mean, Yam is 4.4 seconds away, but if he makes some mistakes, or some more mistakes, oh god, this will be interesting.
Yeah, of course, as you said, it's right now interestingly 1.2 second gap to Flavio. And now, does Serok want to just get that second place, or does he want to finish first? I guess he wants to finish first, but then now he just has to give it everything and just turn off his mindset and just go for it. And Joe just got a longer penalty as well as Guy Hedif. And yeah.
But 1 point, Pichu has a long lap penalty, but I just looked it up. If Xerox scores 20 points and Pichu would get overtaken by Yam, he would be in P4 and would gain 13 points. That means that that Xerox would gain 7 more points, which wouldn't be enough for the championship. So P2 has to finish 5th, otherwise he will be the champion.
But that's just crucial that we just get in the last race, in the last session for the championship, a rainy thriller. So, I mean, there could be, we had 8 races, we had 8 qualies, and there was no rain, no wet track. So, that's just so exciting right now. And Rock is getting closer, as we just seen there on the gap. 9-8 attempts right now. So yeah, do you think he still will be in touch for a fight with Flavio, Karu?
Yeah, for sure he has the chance. I mean, the gap is like 9/10, 1 second, like that. I mean, if Flavio makes a bigger mistake, like going straight on in a braking zone or something like that, he would be back, but it's a really tough exercise because Flavio is so strong. Like you would said now, he's riding on rails.
Yeah, and
So
he told me
point.
that he also really likes this track, so no special that he isn't riding in front right now. He had many racetracks in his championship where he didn't was happy about it, I guess, because I've heard sometimes that the racetrack is shit or something like that, but you also have to get the pace on tracks that you don't like that much, and yeah, but that's
Exactly.
racing.
So right now, P2 is the man to win this championship, but there are 2.5 more laps and Xerox is giving it everything, but the gap is still 1 second. 1 second too much. What a finale. Great race.
Yeah, and the both riders doing everything they could do out of this race. There's nothing more to do than just riding in front.
Oh,
But Flavio goes a bit wide. Now Serop getting a bit closer, 9 tenths right now. Still, but he loses time on the straight. I don't know why. Maybe some technical
Setup
settings
setting.
there. Yeah. As you said, it will be hard. Now Serok has just to give everything. If he crashes, it doesn't matter. I guess he still be in third place or fourth place. So, yeah, that's just now a question. There's only 1.5 lap.
The rear is really wobbling, and 1.5 more laps for Flavio to take a second victory in this race, in this championship, I mean. And there's also a long lap penalty for Yam, so P2 is more or less safe. So I don't think he will get overtaken by some other riders.
Yeah,
So-
he still has to be, I think, 10th or something like that. So that's really not predictable for this one right now. So yeah,
He has to be he has to get P5. That Xerox is safe with those 20 points, but he has just 4.2 kilometers left, so there's not much time left for the Thailand rider in this champion. Let's see, we are in the final lap of this race, in the final lap of this championship. Is Xerox giving it everything? Or what's gonna happen now? Or will Flavio take on or hold on and take this second victory of this season? The Yamaha man looks so strong there in front. So what's gonna happen in this last half lap? Oh, Xerox giving it everything, but it's too much. The gap is too big. And
yeah, he should have started at I think 2 or 3 laps before this one, but now he gives it everything here in every corner. But there's just so hard to get closer. It's just the hardest thing now, the toughest thing to do here on this last lap.
Flavio Xerox with a little moment. So
Yeah,
I think it's over. I think it's done now for Flavio and especially for P2. The championship leader would, if things stay as they are in the final sector, would be crowned world champion here in the VMM championship. So there are 2 more corners to go for this guy.
yeah. Let's keep a focus on Flavio.
Breaking hard for the last one, and he does it in a quite nice way. So
Maybe
it's Flavio taking his second victory in this championship, and here he is. He is the world champion. Here he is, our 2022 summer champion. Congratulations, P2! Is about to leave here the track in Qatar for.
But there's a switchback on the front.
In the first corner, and there are many crashes already. Can he hold on? What action! He's doing everything. Nice one! Big mistake from P2. Big up.
It's P2 winning the British GP.
I cannot believe it. Where's he gonna come? P2 with a crash. I cannot believe
P2 gets 20 important points.
Wow, look at another crash.
And here he is, our 2022 summer champion. Congratulations, P2! Yeah, P2, our 2022 Summer Championship. Big congratulations to Belgium, to P2. Great performance all season long. He has done everything he needed to do in the last races, and he won it. Really, really close, but he did it. But let's talk about Flavio later on, because he had such a great performance in this race. He was riding on rails, and he won the last one, the final dance of this championship in front of Xerox Championship second.
Yeah, great performance here. Then we see P2 on third place. On fourth, we got Yam. Then on fifth, Joe with the Ducati. Then we got Adam with a strong sixth place for his first race. And then we got Broderick, Ike, Sky. Then we got Sunshine, Sky Haddoff, and Jocelyn. And the last one is Atok Maverick.
What a great race this has been.
And now look on our Instagram. I will post it into the chat right now. There has been released some nice, great pictures and some great reels. So just go on it. I will spam it in the chat in a second. So just go on it and have a look on this great thing here on our Instagram page.
Well, we have to talk about P2, the world champion, but first we need to honor our tonight's winner, Flavio. Please stand for the national anthem of Italy. Wow, this has been the championship, and we are back. Not just I, so Kai is with me as well now for the end of this championship. What a great championship this has been over the past 2 months. I'm out of breath. Thank you for everything we could relive with you guys. I mean, I can see it in the chat. You were absolutely on fire in this finale, cheering for your favorite rider. But now, Kai, how's you feeling?
Amazing. Wow. This championship is over, and with what a end. Uh, it's so nice. Hello, Thai Sox. It's so nice. The championship is was so close by the end. So amazing. I'm ready for more in the future.
Yeah, we're absolutely desperate, and we can't wait for the release of SBK 22. I'm quite interested in how is it gonna feel and how the game in general is. I'm so excited for this one. Let's round up this championship together with Kenny and Kai in this beautiful or after this beautiful championship. So what do you think, or do you think the future will be even better in the, or what do you guys think?
Yeah,
About this game? Or what?
know the future. So, yeah, I mean, there's
yeah.
much more to have in our Champion League, and yeah, there will be much more in the future. But now there will be a short break or maybe a longer one, and yeah, because we now have so much done here in these like 2, 3 or half year, I don't know. So it was just been amazing, this adventure, and as we said, there will be much more in the future. There will be SPK, there will be esport events, there will be so much more, but now there will be a little break or a longer one. We don't know yet. We will inform you on Instagram, so make sure you follow our socials as well. And yeah, I'm just thankful for this stream tonight. We had some problems, as you could see, but that's the past right now. We're gonna come back stronger, and yeah, that's from my side.
Well,
Yeah.
what beautiful last words. Yeah, Kai.
Yeah, as you said, we need this break now, um, because it was very hard for us to host this championship, because our motto was let's be not a normal racing league, let's be a insane racing league with features like this here, commentary box, like um, player players cam with Flavio, or with the with the last time out, and it was very hard for us, but we have mastered, I think. So I say it to all guys here. Thanks for joining, for watch this live stream, to join us on Discord, to follow us on. Yeah, it's amazing. Thanks to all.
Yeah, and if you go on our Instagram, you also see the post, and you can't imagine how